Hey everybody, happy holidays. Santa Claus here from Black Cat Comics in rockin Milpitas. Every Wednesday's new comic day, and I like to give you some great reasons to go to black-cat-comics.com and pick up something fun to read. It's a pretty small week, but as always, packed with stuff that's fun to read. You know I always like to start this video when I can do this. Action comics, detective comics, and Wonder Woman. Let's go through that real quick one more time. Action Comics. This is your last issue of the fantastic run from Brian Michael Bendis. You got your last issue from Superman last week or the week before. This is your last Bendis issue of Action Comics. There's actually a whole lot of last issues this week before all the big future state stuff that kicks off. Not the end of all time, but the end for a couple of months while they roll out all the big future state stuff, and then your regular titles will return. But Action Comics and Detective Comics, the one that launched Batman, this one wraps up the current arc and everything that's been going on in the book. And Wonder Woman wraps up everything that's been going on in the current arc and gets you ready for all the future state stuff and the new amazing era of Wonder Woman. And of course, make sure you check out the movie on Christmas Day. Dark Knight Metal Secret Origins. It's your Dark Knight Metal one-shot book of the week. You guys love all this Dark Knight Metal stuff. Lots of fun there. And Endless Winter, Black Adam is one of the Endless Winter books this week, along with Justice League Dark. That's your other Endless Winter book. Justice League Dark will continue after all of the future state stuff wraps up in February, and this guy, Black Adam, is going to be getting a whole lot of attention in the next year. So if you don't know too much about that guy, now might be a good time to start reading some Black Adam. Batman Beyond, number 50. Your last issue of Batman Beyond. Been talking this one up since the very beginning because I love the character. Love me some Dan Jurgens. He's done a fantastic job on this book, like he's done with every other book he's ever written. Batman Superman, another one of my favorite DC titles. Another one that this one wraps up everything that's been going on, but you'll get a Batman Superman future state book, and then that title will probably continue as well. Red Hood number 52, also sort of a Batman-esque title. And last but not least is Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn. Been talking a lot about this book. This one's red hot, doesn't need a whole lot of help from me. If you have no idea what this is, grab the trade paperback to the first series and maybe the second series, and then catch up to this third one. Sort of a alternate universe view of the Batman mythos, but it's been really, really cool and a whole lot of fun. There's a special little teaser on the back for you. Great week for the Marvel guys. Amazing Spider-Man number 54.LR. is the latest of your Last Remains stuff. A lot going on in this title. Amazing Spider-Man really, really getting back to its era of greatness at the top of comics. Spider-Man is as good as it's ever been. If you've been out for a while, go back to number 50, catch up to this week's 54. Like I say, a lot going on in that book. Speaking of a lot going on, here's King in Black, number 2. One of the latest big Marvel events from the Venom-verse. Really, really dug the first issue of this. There's going to be all sorts of stuff coming out with this King of Black, so grab the first issue, grab this week's second issue, and grab this week's Spider-Woman number 7. That's your other King in Black book for the week. Really been digging this Spider-Woman title. She's a really, really great character, and I know this one's been flying under everybody's radar, so grab the first issue of this new series, or just jump in on this King in Black one. Like I say, Spider-Woman's been really good. Excalibur 16. It's your only X book of the week. Been talking up the X Renaissance, and what a great job they're doing with all the different X books. And Excalibur is one of the more popular ones, so if that's one that's been getting by, here's your chance to jump into that. Doctor Doom number 10. One of my favorite books. I love it when the villains have their own book, and they've done a great job with this. Doom is one of the great characters of comics. And this series has really cool angles, so pick up the first issue or just jump into this latest number 10. That's a lot of fun. The Maestro, another character from the dark side of the Marvel Universe, along with U.S. Agent. You know I'm a big Captain America guy, so sort of have a bit of a love-hate thing with U.S. Agent, but it's always fun to see him in his own title. And rumor is he's going to be showing up in Falcon and Winter Soldier over on Disney+, so that's a whole lot of fun. Marvel, number 3, is a cool anthology book with an amazing, amazing Alex Ross cover. Some of the top talent in comics doing some stories in here, like Kurt Busiek, Bill Sienkiewicz. A little more anthology to talk about, like King Size Conan. This is definitely Book of the Week. You can read more about this in our newsletter. I don't care who you are or what you like to read or what you like to look at. You need a copy of King Size Conan this week. Why? Because it's got a story by Roy Thomas. One of the all-time greats, Roy Thomas. I consider him the other Stan Lee, which is a really, really big nod to anybody, right? So if you don't know who Roy Thomas is, you need this book. If you do know who Roy Thomas is and you love him as much as I do, you need this book, because among many, many, many things, like being Stan's follow-up as editor-in-chief at Marvel, he was the first guy to do Conan in comics. He wrote the first issue of Conan. Now in this one, he's doing a prequel to that very, very first issue that launched the Bronze Age. Can't say enough about Roy Thomas. Can't say enough about the awesomeness that is Conan. Pick that one up this week. And last for the Marvel guys is Star Wars Bounty Hunters. It's another title that doesn't need a whole lot of help from me, because everybody's watching Mandalorian. Everybody's into Star Wars universe bounty hunters right now. But if you're a Trekkie or a DC person or something, you're really missing out on a lot of great comics, because Marvel's doing a great job with all of their Star Wars stuff. Really fun week for all the other guys too. You Look Like Death isn't a very nice thing to say around Christmas time, but that's the title of your latest Umbrella Academy book from Dark Horse. Spawn has an especially cool Christmassy cover there for you. That's your Image book of the week, going all the way back to the original Image stuff. But Department of Truth and Undiscovered Country are a couple of the latest hits from Image. We're loving both of these books over here at Black Cat. Got to pick up some Department of Truth. Got to get into some Undiscovered Country. Everybody should have an Image book on their list, because they do all kinds of genre mashup stuff outside of the world of superheroes. Mars Attacks Red Sonja is my dynamite book of the week, because I love everything they do with Red Sonja. I like anything Mars Attacks, because it's just absolutely ridiculously awesome. That and Vengeance of Vampirella. I got a especially cool cover on Vengeance of Vampirella. Always talking about what a great job Dynamite does with Red Sonja and Vampirella, Deja Thoris, all their licensed property stuff. Good times. Transformers and Back to the Future. It's one of your IDW books of the week. Always talking about what a great job IDW does with all things 80s. And as if Transformers and G.I. Joe and Turtles weren't enough, now they've thrown Back to the Future into the mix. Also been talking about what a fun time it is for company mashups. And teaming up Transformers and Back to the Future is pretty darn genius. Tons of fun there. But Sea of Sorrows is the other IDW book of the week, because I like to show you guys that these indie guys do much more than just the licensed property stuff. They also do creator-owned stuff, horror books, sci-fi titles, all sorts of things. So, like I say, always encouraging folks to go to all the different publisher sites and find a cool book that they would like. Firefly is my Boom Studios book of the week. This is Blue Sun Rising, #1, sort of a side series to the main book. There was a #0 and now there's a #1. If you love Firefly like I do, you definitely want to get up on that. But Something is Killing the Children is the other Boom Studios book of the week, because, like I say, I like to show you guys that they do more than just the licensed property stuff. And this book has been on fire. If you're not reading Something is Killing the Children and you're not reading Once and Future, you're missing out on two of the best books in comics. Miles to Go is your Aftershock book of the week, because we love talking up Aftershock and AWA and some of the newer guys that have come along with some great stuff. Labyrinth Masquerade is your Archaea book of the week, because I like to throw out anything from Jim Henson. The brilliant mind of Jim Henson makes all kinds of great entertainment, and this might be, boy, like the 3rd or 4th Labyrinth series that they've done. So if you love Jim Henson, if you love Labyrinth, or boy, if you just love cool David Bowie covers, that's the book for you. Rick and Morty Ever After is your Oni book of the week, because you guys can't get enough of the good old Rick and Morty. And last but not least is Star Wars Adventures, The Smuggler's Run. That's your all ages book of the week. Again, been talking up what a great job IDW does. They've taken on Marvel's all ages line, and they do Avengers and Captain America and Spider-Man, but they also do Star Wars Adventures, which I love, love, love. seeing all ages comics in the Star Wars universe. Here's a big old meaty one-shot starring Han and Chewie. Everybody loves anything starring Han and Chewie, so make sure that makes it into your stack this week. I want to let you guys know that this is the last New Comic Wednesday here at Black Cat Comics for the year. Books for next week, the 30th, will go on sale Saturday, January 2nd. We are closed up between Christmas Eve and New Year's Day as we give our paws a rest and enjoy some holiday spirit. Want to wish you all the very best of the holiday season. Want to thank you for everything that you guys have done for us this year. It's been one heck of a year, right? But we made it. And next year is New Year's Eve, so we get to start a whole brand new, fresh year next week. So let's all get ready for that. Thank you all so much. Happy holidays. We'll see you next year.